And down the perfect outfit, your own flip, yeah, me girl physically fit. Such a good product, me love the way you ride it. Well, if I got you by my side, don't need a side chick. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna follow. I'm gonna work harder. I'm And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for tonight, the international host, Mr. Michael Bristol, and Miss Universe Illinois Laguna, Miss Eliana Marie Aduana.
Hello, universe. Hello, Santa Rosa, the lion city of the South.
Welcome to the grand coronation night of Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025.
Just know this ain't no race. With this diamond, you better show that you what I want. It don't matter what you say, but I don't lie. Widen up my waist so they know that I don't play. If you don't want, then you stand out of my way.
since I've hosted a pageant since I'm in a competition, but to be able to do it here in Santa Rosa and to be back in my craft, I'm really honored.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the grand coronation night of Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025. And well, good evening, Iliana Marie Atuana.
Buti ka na, Pilipinas! Hindi. Kuya Love, well, just for the information of everyone, I call him Kuya Love because we've been friends for a while now. He's my local director for the MUPH Laguna, but for tonight, Kuya Love, you are my co-host.
Yes.
Now, going back to the crowd, mga mahal kong Rosanians, energy check na muna tayo! Santa Rosa! Ayan, makinay! Ayan, totoo nga ang balita. Totoo ang chismis na grabe pala talaga ang crowd dito sa Santa Rosa. And ultimately, I am really honored to be here with all of you tonight. I've heard a lot of wonderful things about Santa Rosa and of course, my beloved Rosanians and how you guys are all passionate, so energetic, and very much loving.
Well, that's right, Iliana, and this actually marks our first hosting together. I'm so happy to share the stage with you being your overall project director for Miss Universe Philippines Laguna. I'm so happy that you're here at the city of Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa, ladies and gentlemen, has always been a hub for incredible pageants and unforgettable ones. And tonight, you actually get to witness the magic yourself.
I am excited. I mean, I can already feel as soon as now the electrifying energy of the crowd. Grabe, nagsasayaw pala ng ating mga fine gentlemen. Grabe na yung pagsigaw at paghiyaw ng ating crowd.
Yeah, Santa Rosa, who's your bet for tonight? And the crowd goes wild this evening. Well, this evening promises to be nothing short of extraordinary with a stellar lineup of guests and personalities. We are set to celebrate the grandeur of the biggest male pageant in Laguna right here at Santa Rosa Sports Complex.
Now, speaking of big, of course, we cannot let this night pass without recognizing and acknowledging the big effort and the hard work of our very visionary and dynamic leader behind this progressive city. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome with a resounding round of applause, Honorable City Mayor Arlene B. Arcillas.
Good evening, Mayor. And of course, we also extend our gratitude to our beloved Honorable City Vice Mayor Kuya Arnold B. Arcillas. Palapakan natin si Kuya. And tonight wouldn't be complete without us acknowledging this very beautiful woman, the heart and soul behind Ginoong Santa Rosa. Let's give it up for Mommy Aubrey Arcillas. We'd also like to acknowledge, of course, the entire City Council and the overall pageant director for this annual competition and the local director for Miss Universe Philippines Laguna, Direk Carlides de Guzman. Another round of applause for your incredible support. Thank you very much, Mayor, for having us here tonight.
And maraming salamat po muli sa inyong lahat. And now, I've heard that you guys love mga Insta-scoops, mga behind-the-scene actions, no? I mean, I love the feel good, right? But because we love you so much, hindi lang kami ni Kuya Love at Kuya Michael ang magpipresenta sa inyo ng great show. We've also invited our friends, Yael and Tina, to be your pageant correspondents. So ladies and gentlemen, help us welcome our pageant anchors here tonight, Israel Plata and Christina Santiago.
Hello, Yael and Tina. How are you guys there?
Thank you, Michael and Eliana. We are very excited to give you all that's been hitting up in our live audience and social media. Hello, beautiful people of the city of Santa Rosa. Good evening to all our viewers. Welcome to the sideline and expect all the updates coming up during the competition.
Good evening, everyone. Another round of applause to our beloved City Mayor, the Honorable Arlene B. Arcelias, and the rest of the city officials for another job well done. And of course, we would like to thank the following sponsors for making this event possible. Once again, to our hardworking City Mayor, Honorable Arlene B. Arcelias.
At ang napakatisig nating City Vice Mayor, Honorable Arnold B. Arcelias.
To all the members of Sangguniang Pamlungsod.
Our City Councilors, Honorable Teresa C. Ala.
Honorable Sonia Algabre.
Honorable Roy M. Gonzalez.
Honorable Lodomer E. Garta.
Honorable Jose B. Cadindi Jr.
Honorable Vitor C. Centenia.
Honorable Jose Joel L. Aala.
Honorable Antonio M. Lusa Jr.
Honorable Rodrigo B. Malafita.
Honorable Ina Clarissa B. Cartagena.
Honorable Manuel G. Alicor.
Honorable Wilfredo T. Castro.
Nariyan din po ang ating LLB President, Honorable Godofredo Z. De La Rosa.
Our SK President, the Honorable Patrick Ivan B. de Guzman.
Maraming salamat din po sa ating Carlights Events and Talent Management Center. Nariyan po ang ating Carlights staff na pinangungunahan ni na Jane Nazareno,
Nestle Bertolazo.
Dexter Villa,
Georgina Ferrari.
Jomar Manipo,
Ryan Lopenia.
Danten Mendoza.
And Glenn Easy.
Nariyan din po ang ating head staff, Kakay Celeste.
Our Technical Director, Bem Bem Espanto.
Of course, our Assistant Director, Chelsea Cervantes.
Our Project Director, Lawrence Escusura.
At ang ating Butihin Director, Overall Project Director, Direk Carlights de Guzman.
We would also like to give thanks to our Culture and the Arts Office, the Green and Green Projects, headed by our Culture and Arts Office Head, Ms. Josefina B. Arcelias.
Thank you so much to our dear staff, Ray Anthony Beniga,
Juan Almira,
Jonah Guido,
Jennifer Bante,
Raquel Zamora,
Edel Tiamzon,
Boyet Vallejo,
Philip Perlas,
Michael Leone.
and Al Magiliana.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you so much to our dear sponsors. Well, I think everyone is very much excited to start our competition. But before that, we would like to inform everybody of the following criteria set by the organizers to select our winners tonight. 50% of their scores were detailed or tallied during the pre-pageant, and 50% will come from the preliminary round tonight. After which, the top 8 highest composite scores will be tabulated and will be declared as our top 8 finalists.
The finalists then will have the advantage of being on equal footing. Their preliminary scores will be deleted and will have the chance to impress the judges through the question and answer portion. The top 5 finalists will be declared and one more round of question and answer will be done. One final question to determine the best among the batch.
Good luck to all the candidates. Now back to Michael and Eliana.
Well, thank you guys, and again, thank you to all our dear sponsors and to all our candidates. Again, good luck. And ladies and gentlemen, as you all know tonight, we're not only looking for kings who are ultimately breathtaking and dashing, but kings who are also holistically ready to bear up to the responsibilities of the crown. And now, speaking of readiness, we've invited to respective and reputable individuals who will take on the very challenging task of determining who among our 16 equally empowered and fine gentlemen will take home the most coveted crown and title of Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025.
So ladies and gentlemen, let us meet the panel of judges. Our first judge is an icon, highly respected, and one of the most sought-after fashion designer, hairstylist, and makeup expert. Please welcome the Dennis Santos.
Next up is an actor, singer, and a model. A 2022 Harlem International Best Actor. Let us all welcome GMA Sparkle artist, Mr. Jerry Gonzalez.
Now gracing us with her presence this evening is a mental health advocate, a professional international model, and our Miss Universe Philippines Laguna 2025. Please welcome Rosa.
Hello, beautiful sister. And now, please join us in welcoming a man who made his mark in the world of pageantry. A coach, model, and an athlete, Santa Rosa. Please welcome the reigning Mr. World Philippines, Mr. Kirk Bondag.
It is with great honor to introduce the chairman of the board. She is a dedicated singer and songwriter, a woman who emerged victorious in Bolivia and made the whole Philippines proud. Santa Rosa, demos la bienvenida, Reina Hispano-Americana 2025, Dia Mate! Once again, friends, a resounding applause for our panel of judges tonight. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence.
Judges, welcome to our beloved province of Laguna, and I hope you have a very great time here in our province. And of course, in your hands lie the fate of our delegates here tonight, but in your expertise, we trust. Now again, good luck to our delegates, but we want to wish our judges here as well good luck, because definitely they will have a hard time, choosing who among our 16 equally fine gentlemen will take home the crowns here tonight.
Right, and now we need Liliana, and tonight I'm sure that everyone's excited to see our candidates in the next segment. As our journey tonight begins with a showcase of confidence and fitness, these men work tirelessly to present themselves, reflecting their commitment to health and well-being.
It is time for us to appreciate their dedication and the strength it takes to stand before us today.
Ladies and gentlemen, Santa Rosa, are you ready? Presenting Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025 Swimwear Competition.
Harap makilala.
So welcome to the palace. Don't leave limoncello in the chalice. Tap in Wonderland like Alice. Come on, let's go. Canals to the corner. Long night, we're dancing Picasso's. Chandeliers in the fountains, I got those. Let's go, come on. White lights, back at the casino. Rat pack, blackjack, bank casinos. Fur coats, martinis with the vino. Let's go, come on, let's go. Poolside pulling up in a fresh roll. Havana's OJ and Prosecco. Havana's in the Cubans on fresh roll. Let's go, come on. Ginoong Rosa. Ginoong Ina. Ginoong ang laya. Ginoong Rosa. Ginoong Lamas. Ginoong Dignitary. Ginoong sila lahat. Ginoong Manitli. Ginoong Santo Domingo. Ginoong Oo. Ginoong Katapo. Ginoong Pita. Ginoong Martin Maria. Ginoong Makabili. Ginoong Kanluran. Ginoong Panibago. Once again, Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025 candidates in their swimwear.
Oh my goodness, Yael! Wow! Such a display of strength and confidence. And truly, it takes a lot of courage to walk out in front of a large audience and, ladies and gentlemen, do it with such elegance.
You know what, Christina? Each one of them has shown dedication and discipline in preparing for this moment. Because it's not just about looking good, it's all about feeling confident and strong. And we would like to thank Ben Luna for providing the swimwear of our candidates.
And you can really see that confidence shining through as they walk. They are radiating self-assurance and poise.
And our candidates prove that looking good isn't just about aesthetics. It's about commitment to a healthy life.
Absolutely, behind those toned physiques are hours of training, mindful eating, and of course, the hardest part, Yael, saying no to extra rice.
Indeed, that is one of the biggest challenges, Christina. But beyond the workout routines and meal plans, this competition is also about self-care because when you feel good inside, it shows on the outside.
And speaking of feeling good, let's keep the energy high because we have more exciting segments coming up. The journey to finding the next Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025 is far from over.
And now, as we continue the escalated energy this evening, we would like to show you a presentation and let us all watch this.
Shake your body, baby, so come here. Tô ficando crazy, faz assim. Tô vendo tua primeira direita. Tipo assim. Bola, 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 Let's go to FitLab, the biggest gym in the South. Lounge area. Reception. Basketball court. Home event gym. Wall climbing. Studio. Start your journey with FitLab now.
Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025 would like to acknowledge the following. Our City Mayor, Arlene B. Arcelias, City Vice Mayor, Arnold B. Arcelias, Sangguniang Panglunsod, Konsehala Tess Aala, Sonia Algabre, Roy Gonzalez, Lodi Carta, Joey Kadigi, Michael Sindanya, Joel Aala, June Tuzon, Rodrigo Malapitan, Ina Cartagena, Manoy Alimon, and Konsehal Willie Castro, our Liga ng Barangay President, Konsehal Godofredo Toti de la Rosa, our Sangguniang ng Kabataan President, Konsehal Patrick Ivan de Guzman, Carles Event and Talent Management Center, Stops, Jay Nazareno, Nesel Bartolazo, Dexter Villa, Georgina Ferrari, Ryan Lopena, Tete Mendoza, and Glenn Isip, our head staff, Akay Celeste, Technical Director, Beben Espanto, Assistant Director, Ms. Chelsea Cervantes, Project Director, Direk Lawrence S. Cusura, and Overall Project Director, Direk Carles de Guzman. The Culture and the Arts Office, Lead and Green Projects, headed by the Culture and the Arts Officer, Mrs. Josefina Arcelias. Our staffs, Ray Anthony Beniga, Bong Almira, Zona Quinto, Jennifer Mante, Rafael Zamora, Ethel Pianzo, Boyan Vallejo, Philip John Pernas, Michael Leone, and Matiliana. He would like also thank the following: the City Information Office, PNP and Poso, CTM-EU, Asia Tech College, the official tabulator, MRC Transitive Noise, the official sounds and lights and network, People's Catering, Enchanted Kingdom, the magic lives forever. Be the magic, be enchanted. Seda Hotel New Valley, Feed Love, J-Care Beauty Court, Andrew Crowns and Accessories by Honorable Councilor Ali Baduris, World Balance Philippines, touched by Anglogen for Massage, Miss Ken Laguna, Louis Pangalim Fashion Empire, Carlet's Events and Talent Management Center, Rand's Power Shop, and Leaders by ABBA. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Grand Coronation Night of Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025.
May bufay niya. Tatang mo ng finger food.
With this diamond, you better show that. Do what I want, no matter what you say. Back and down, down, down. When there's no way, so they know that I don't play. If you want more, then you stand in my way.
Ulap daw siya na. Ulap. So what's the title of the song?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for one of the most highly anticipated segments of the evening. A showcase of refinement, confidence, and style. Tonight, our distinguished gentlemen will command the stage, exuding sophistication and poise. Watch closely as they carry themselves with power and elegance, embodying the essence of a true modern Ginoong. Adorned in exquisite creations by esteemed designer Louis Pangilinan, our candidates are ready to captivate you with their timeless charm and distinct presence. Santa Rosa, let us all celebrate men of substance, style, and grace. This is the Formal Wear Competition.
Ginoong Rosa. Ginoong Dila. Ginoong Aplaya. Ginoong Rosa. Ginoong Labas. Ginoong Kaingin. Ginoong Sigalahay. Ginoong Valentin. Ginoong Tabako. Ginoong Iba. Ginoong Market Area. Ginoong Makabili. Ginoong Panlura. Ginoong Panibago. Ladies and gentlemen, he's walking our candidates in their formal wear. There you have it, friends. Our Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025 formal wear competition.
Friends and ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our preliminary competition for this year's Ginoong Santa Rosa. Kudos to all the candidates. You have all given an exemplary performance this evening.
And the candidates is indeed look so astonishing, fabulous and elegant in their formal wear, and they truly paved way in giving their efforts in joining our Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025. And at this juncture, Christina,
Yes, yeah.
let's have a quick fearless forecast. For you, who do you think is the best Ginoos?
Ooh, I think instead of S, I'll be giving R.
R.
Yes, because I have listed 5 Ginoos. Yes. Because I just remember, Yael, last year, when I did the same fearless forecast, yung 5 pinili ko ay pasok sa ating top 5 finalists last year.
How about this year? Sino bang limang yan?
But again, a disclaimer everybody and City of Santa Rosa, once again, this is a fearless forecast. Still, nasa kamay pa rin po ng ating mga hurado kung sino ang tatanghiling Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025. And once again, allow me
Go ahead, Christina.
to introduce to you, of course, on my very own top 5 finalist. I have here on my list, Ginoong Dila! I won't be saying any reasons yet.
Alright, go ahead.
Also, I have here on my list, Ginoong 4 from Ayuso! naman para sa'yo ang talagang umaangat from this year's Ginoong Santa Rosa?
Actually, I didn't pick top 5. I only picked 3 Ginoongs that captured my eyes and attention. Actually, I wanted to focus, my fearless focus, of course. I picked Ginoong. Of course, I see the potential in Ginoong Tagapo. I can also see that he will be in the top 5. But Ginoong Boo. Alright, one last pick. I think we have the same decision in picking him.
Oh, yes.
Santo Domingo! Oh well, Christina, I know that the judges are having a hard time right now. So at this point, again, we would like to thank the following sponsors for making Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025 a successful event here in the Lion City of Isel.
Once again, thank you so much to the following City Information Office,
BNB and Boso,
CTMEU,
Asia College, our official tabulator,
and for our sounds and lights, MRC Transitive Noise,
Ways Dignitary,
and Shanna Pinga. The magic lives forever. Be the magic, be enchanted.
Seda Hotel Nobody,
Be it live.
Taker Beauty Corporation,
Android crowns and accessories by Honorable Counselor Ali L. Madulis.
World Balance Philippines,
Touch by Uncle Jude for our sash.
Miss Ken Maluna,
Louis Pangilinan Fashion Empire.
Kenzie's Catering Table,
The legendary Vice Maria.
Rian's Flower Shop,
And of course, Carline's Events and Talent Center.
Alright, thank you so much once again for making this event possible. And friends, before the Red Coronation Night, our candidates embark on a journey filled with challenges, experiences, and unforgettable moments. So now let us take a look at their exciting pre-pageant activities.
Shake your body, baby, stop drumming. Eu ficando crazy, faz assim. Tô vendo tua prima direitinho. Tipo assim. Bola, 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 bola,
Welcome back to the Grand Coronation Night of Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025. And as we get along with the competition tonight, it's time for us to highlight and honor some exceptional candidates as we present our first set of special awards. May I have the envelope, please? Let's begin to find out who amongst our Ginoongs is the friendliest of them all as we present this year's Mr. Congeniality.
Presenting awards are Ginoong Sikayan 2024, Mr. Dignitary, Rosa Sikayan 2024, Ms. Pia Malubanan, and Ginoong Laguna 2023 4th runner-up, Mr. Roland Capus.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025, Mr. Congeniality is Balibago Raul. Congratulations! Next up, in any beauty pageant, discipline is very, very important. Thus, we are awarding this year's most punctual candidate. And the most punctual is...
Presenting awards are Ginoong Turismo 2024, Carl Atienza, Roses ng Turismo 2024, and Roma, and Ginoong Santa Rosa 2023 first runner-up, Mr. Jairo J. Oliquino.
This year's most punctual candidate is... Sinalhan Racer Gonzalez. Congratulations! And now let's find out who amongst them was captured by the camera at its best. We shall be awarding Mr. Photogenic.
Presenting awards are Ginoong Santa Rosa 2024, Timothy de Paz, Roses ng Santa Rosa 2024, Jay Pia, and Mr. Brown Philippines, Mr. Ocean World Philippines 2024, Mr. Cora Santiago.
And our Mr. Photogenic, I think the crowd will go wild for Santo Domingo, Trey Omega. Congratulations! Next up, we have the People's Choice Award.
Presenting awards are Ginoong Sikayan 2024, Pete Legaspi, Rosas ng Sikayan 2024, Pia Malabanan, and Ginoong Laguna 2023 4th runner-up, Roland Capus.
The recipient for the People's Choice Award is Dina Charles Avanzado. Congratulations. Next up, we have the Best in Casual Wear.
Presenting the awards are Ginoong Turismo 2024, Carl Atienza, Rosa's Turismo 2024, Ian Roma, and Ginoong Santa Rosa 2023, First Runner-up, Jairo J. Oliquino.
This year's Best in Casual Wear is you, Malibano Razaga. Congratulations! This year we have seen a display of intricate designs from our fashion designers in the city of Santa Rosa. Thus, we are awarding the Best in Festival Costume.
Presenting the awards are Ginoong Santa Rosa 2024, Timothy De Vegas, Rosa sa Santa Rosa 2024, J. Pia, and Miss Universe Philippines Los Baños Laguna, Miss Rebel Ann Garay.
The Best in Festival Costume is Makabili Lady. Congratulations! Now this year we have seen that our gentlemen are not just beautiful or handsome, but they are also indeed very talented. That is why tonight we are awarding the Best in Talent.
Presenting the awards are Ginoong Singhayan 2024, Eve Legaspi, Rosas ng Singhayan 2024, Pia Malumanan, and Ginoong Laguna 2023, Fourth Runner-up, Roland Capus.
This year's most talented Ginoong is Lusa Neil Simpson Oriano. And before we move on to our minor awards this evening, please allow me to present our corporate awards. Let's begin with J-Care Skin Ambassador.
Will receive a 50,000 pesos worth of service. Presenting awards are Stacy Dupam and Arjun Tesoro.
Who do you think back this year's JC Care Skin Ambassador? Who? Alright, we'll find out right now. JC Care Skin Ambassador is Dina Charles Avanzado. Congratulations. Next up we have FitLab Ambassador.
Will receive a 20,000 peso worth of services. Presenting the award are FitLab founder and owner, Mr. Dignitary.
Ladies and gentlemen, FitLab Ambassador is Dila Charles Alanzado. Congratulations. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to this night's minor awards. One of the most coveted minor award in any pageant is the best in swimwear.
Presenting the awards are Ginoong Turismo 2024, Carl Atienza, Rosa's ng Turismo 2024, Ian Roma, and Miss Universe Philippines Los Baños Laguna, Miss Randall Ann Caray.
Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025, best in swimwear is Don Jose. Yes, Roma. And at this juncture, friends, we are down to our last minor award for this evening. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the best informal wear.
Presenting the awards are Ginoong Santa Rosa 2024, Deputy de Paz, Rosas de Santa Rosa 2024, JLPia, and Mr. Grand Philippines and Mr. Ocean Road Philippines 2024, Mr. Carl Santiago.
Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025, best informal wear is Malusa Nino Opiniano. Congratulations once again, ladies and gentlemen, a resounding applause for all the recipients of our special and minor awards. And now, as we move closer to the crowning of our next Ginoong Santa Rosa, we truly acknowledge the incredible efforts and talents of all our candidates. But sadly, from our 16 aspirants of this year's Sponge Pageant Crown, only 8 of them will advance to the competition tonight. Rosinians, are you ready? We shall now be awarding or calling on our top 8 finalists still competing for the title of Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025. Can I have the envelope, please? But before I make the announcement, gentlemen, I would like to remind you that pageantry is not just about winning a title. It's about developing yourself and celebrating who you are. Congratulations for making it this far at the competition. Santa Rosa, handa ka na ba? This, ladies and gentlemen, is in no particular order. Advancing to the competition is Rosa Ordinano. You are still in Acapulco, Austria, Kadindig. Just an inch closer to the crown tonight is Ryan Disco. Filling the fourth spot is Don Jose Rice Palma. You are in Makabling Ray Dimension. How about you guys make some noise for Santo Domingo, Ray Ortega. Ladies and gentlemen, we only have 2 spots left. And the next one belongs to you. Who's your bet? Kaingin Miron Patigis. And to complete this year's top 8 finalists, please step forward. Sinalhan Racer Morales. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your top 8 contenders for this year's Ginoong Santa Rosa. Congratulations to our top 8 contenders. Still fighting for the most coveted crown of Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025. At this point, friends, we have come to one of the most nerve-wracking part in any competition. This is my favorite, the question and answer portion. Each candidate will draw a name of a judge who will then select a question from a fishbowl for them to answer. They will be given 45 seconds to answer the question until they hear this sound. Thank you very much. So let's begin. With Barangay Malusa, Il Ordiniano. Hello, Neil. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good and I joined the top 8 and I'm really thankful to the judges.
All right, so please pick a name of your judge. And then our judges will have to pick a question for you. Wow, we're lucky to have this very, as I say, trending guy right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Kirk Bonda!
evening. How are you feeling?
Kind of nervous, but
Don't worry, everybody feels a little bit nervous on stage.
yeah.
It's alright. Your question is, some people believe that masculinity and advocacy for the LGBTQIA+ rights cannot coexist. How would you challenge this mindset?
I think masculinity and advocacy for the LGBTQIA+ right can coexist, and they should coexist. True masculinity isn't about the physical strength, it is about the strength of their character, integrity, and compassion. A real man stands for justice and not run from it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Malusa, Neil Orteliano. And now let's call in Tagapo, Austria, Katindig. Hello, you know how we asked you, what's your nickname? Austin. Austin, Austria. All right, please pick a name. You have chosen our sparkle artist, Jenny Gonzalez.
Hi, candidate number 11. How are you? Okay naman. Kinakabahan? Okay. Here's your question. If you could introduce one tradition from the city of Santa Rosa to the world, what would it be and why?
Ipapakilala ko po ang Sikhayang Festival, isang pagdiriwang ng kasipagan, pagkakaisa, at pagmamalaki sa ating pinagmulan. Ang Sikhayan ay hindi lang isang pista. Ito ay isang patunay ng ating pagsisikap, ng ating pinagmulan bilang isang lungsod. Kung may papakita natin ito sa buong mundo, may papakita natin na ang tagumpay ay hindi nasusukat sa yaman o kasikatan, kundi sa kasipagan, pagmamalasakit at pagkakaisa ng bawat komunidad. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Austin. Ladies and gentlemen, Tagapo, Austria, Katindig. Of course, we are all proud of our Sikhayan Festival. Now let's move on to Barangay Pook, Ron of Lester, Bispo. So Ryan, please pick a name of your judge. You have chosen our Miss Universe Philippines Laguna 2025, the beautiful Rosa. How good.
Hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
So this is your question. What would you say to young people who believe that their vote doesn't make a difference? Again, what would you say to young people who believe that their vote doesn't make a difference?
People nowadays believe that their vote doesn't count. And I will educate our young people about the importance of voting. And it is their right and responsibility to vote. Educating our young people about the importance of voting is very timely. Now we are seeing disunity and chaos to our government. We must take an action because I believe that if we take an action to this kind of issue, we will have a better future. And I believe to the saying that united we stand, divided we fall. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Barangay Pook, Ryan Lester, Bispo. And of course, you know, we have to vote wisely, but the city of Santa Rosa is so blessed to be under a very honest and good leadership. Maraming salamat po. And now, let's call in Don Jose Ruiz Palma. Hello, Ruiz. How do you want me to call me, Riz or James? Oh, it's Rice. Will it be Rice or James? Rice. Please pick a name of your judge. Rice. Do you speak Spanish? She can speak English and Filipino. Ladies and gentlemen, Reina Hispanoamericana 2025, Diamante.
Hi guys, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I'm okay.
Okay, so this is your question. Ready? Do you believe men can also be affected by gender inequality? Why or why not?
Thank you for that wonderful question. Yes, I believe men can also be affected by gender inequality. Society expects us to be sole providers, suppress our emotions, and rely on strength alone. I believe that men should also be able to express their emotions, stand up for what is right, and be able to grow. When people expect us to be suppressing our emotions, I believe that they think we cannot change for the better. But I believe that if we can normalize fairness and respect, we can create a better world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Don Jose Rice Palma. Well, I do hope that we all combat inequality in this lifetime. Next up, we have Makabling Lagren Show. I like the volume of this one, by the way. Hi! Lay, please make a name. Oh, she's a favorite tonight. Once again, Diamante.
Hello. Hello. Okay, so here is your question. What do you think can older generations learn from today's youth?
Thank you for that question. I believe that one valuable lesson that older generations can learn from today's youth is bravery. Because many older generations hesitate to speak up out of being fears or perceived as a rude or arrogant. In contrast, young people today have the courage to speak up in their opinions on the matter and relevant issues. They are not fearing to engage discussion and debate when they are believing they are standing for what is right, whether in life, politics, or social matters. While they are often misunderstood as being disrespectful, but their willingness to speak up plays a crucial role in achieving social justice. As long as we are respectful about what to say, so let's be people.
Thank you very much, Ray Diretso from Makabling. Moving on, let's call in Santo Domingo, Dre Ortega. Hello, Dre. How are you? It's so nice to see you here again on stage, on the stage of Ginoong Santa Rosa. Are you ready for this? Please, pick a name. Okay, our next judge is, of course, a handsome hunk who's actually competing for Mr. Worldwide Pilipinas. So we're with you, bro. Supporting you. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Kurt Bondad.
Hello, contestant number 9.
Hello, Mr. Bonda.
The question is, some people fear that artificial intelligence will replace human intelligence. In your opinion, how can we balance technology and human values?
Thank you for that wonderful question. I think we can balance technology and human values by collaborating well with technology and knowing its boundaries and limitations. Yes, artificial intelligence can improve the lives of many. However, we should know when it is beneficial for us and when it is not. By blending technological advancements with human-centered ethics, we can create a future where AI works for us, enhancing our lives while preserving the values that make us human. Thank you.
Thank you, Gray. Santo Domingo, Gray Ortega. Now let's go in, Bayron Batitis from Tingin. Hello, how are you? Are you excited? Medyo kinakabahan kasi shake tayo para hindi ka makabahan. Yan. Please pick a name. Your question will come from international model and Miss Universe Philippines Laguna 2025, Eliza Howard.
Good evening. So here's your question. Voter turnout often declines during midterm elections. How would you encourage more people, especially the youth, to go out and cast their vote?
Bilang isang ito ng Santa Rosa, hihikayatin ko ang mga kabataan na huwag basta-basta boboto. Kung tayo ay boboto, ay gumamit tayo ng kritikal na pag-isip. Dahil ang ibang kabataan ay ginagawang biro ang pagboto. Ilalanin natin at siguraduhin. Tulad ng aking pagpili sa ating mayor, si Mayor Alin Arcillas. Dahil sa kanya, patuloy umuunlad ng bayan ng Santa Rosa. Kailangan po.
Thank you very much, Bayron Batitis. Of course, I agree with you. And now let's call in our last candidate from Sinalhan, Racer Tortoles. Wow, excited to match? Racer. If I'm not mistaken, you're a comeback king, right? Alright. How are you feeling that you're on the same stage of Ginoong Santa Rosa?
I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
Alright, we're all excited to have you back. And your question is from my very good friend, the icon, fashion designer / hairstylist / makeup artist / goddess, Dennis Santos!
Mr. Salalhan, here's your question. How would you convince someone who does not believe in climate change to take action and make a difference?
Good evening. Climate change is not a debate. It's a reality. We see it in extreme weather, rising sea level, and disaster affecting millions. If someone doesn't believe in it, I will not argue. I will show them. I bring them to communities which are affected. Because when you see it in your own eyes, you cannot deny it. The earth is our only home, and we have power to protect it. Rosanians, let us always remember, the smallest action, when done together, creates the biggest change. Let's act now, before it's too late. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Racer Tortoles from Sinalhan. And so now, judges, the fate of Peace Ginoong is now on your hands. Let's find out how the depth of thought appealed to this too. Yael and Tina, are you there?
Hello, Michael. Oh my goodness, I must say, what an intense round from our top 8 finalists. It is very impressive to see how they articulate their thoughts under pressure. It is a testament to the well-roundedness of our top 8 finalists. It's going to be a tough decision for our judges, but one thing's for sure, the competition is fierce.
Yes, that is true, Christina. Here's as my guest, or our guest for this evening. Of course, by our side is our Binibining Laguna 2024 Miss Universe Philippines Laguna Tourism and Miss Universe Philippines Los Baños, Miss Rendell and Karai. Hello, Rendell.
Hi, I'm Christine.
Can you say something to all the Rosanians and all the people who are supporting Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025?
Hello, magandang gabi, City of Santa Rosa! You know what? Sobrang nagulat talaga ako. I was very shocked. Ganito ka-extravagant yung pageant here in City of Santa Rosa. And as we can see, mahal na mahal tayo ng ating Mayor Arlene. Maraming salamat, Mayor, for this amazing night.
So how was your preparation for your journey in the upcoming Miss Universe Philippines?
You know what, Yael? Right now, we are having a lot of preparations, especially this upcoming week, because on April 5, we will be going to Boracay for our swimwear competition in Aqua Boracay. So, check that out.
Wow, welcome on your journey, Wendell.
Thank you so much, Yael and Christina.
How about your message? Or maybe, ano yung pwede mo ibigay na mensahe para sa ating mga kandidato for tonight?
You know what? They are all equally handsome, and I know that they are all talented because of the preliminary competition. But I think they are all equally brave to face this kind of audience kasi sobrang dami sumusuporta sa Ginoong Santa Rosa. And I know they would represent the city of Santa Rosa in the upcoming Adelaide next year.
That's for sure. At naalala ko lang, one time, you were a judge, right?
Yes.
In one of a barangay pageant here in the city of Santa Rosa. If I'm not mistaken, Barangay Dila, right? And isa sa mga credentials mo from your profile ay isa kang Q&A trainer from Rambo PH. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, I can still recall that. Ano naman yung masasabi mo from our top 8 question and answer portion?
Well, I know mahihirapan talaga yung judges natin kasi sobrang walang tapon. You know, you can see the heart sa pagsagot nila in every question. And they pronounce words very well. Everything is on point. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much. Once again, our Miss Universe of Philippines, Los Baños, Laguna, Rendell and Caraig.
Thank you so much once again, Ms. Rendell and Caraig, joining us in this historical event here in the city of Santa Rosa, Ginoong Santa Rosa 2025.
The competition is nearing its climax, and its top 5 finalists will be revealed very soon. But before that, let's take a look at this audio-visual presentation.
Vamos ensinar tudo de especial. Dignitary. Vamos lá, vai variar. Shake your body, baby, só pra mim. Tô ficando crazy, faz assim. Tô vendo top no